Hi, Libra rising. So I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to do a love reading because you guys are my #1 fans, and so I know you're going to make it. And I have been ill and I'm so bored. So I was looking at which chart I might want to use in the upcoming love reading, and you know, I like full moons and new moons because it cycles. That's how it works. The moon is a timekeeper, and right now I'm looking at the full moon on the 31st. Now, this is a doozy. This looks terrible. It's like a battle of the wills, and so I definitely want to do this one. But then the new moon in April, I think it's 16th, it's like there's a story, and then the fallout happens, and then the new moon's going to be kind of a new day, is how it seems. Okay, so with this, I'm going to focus. With this full moon at the end of the month, on the 31st, okay, what we got going on here is the sun in Aries, battle, passion. So at this point, spring has sprung. The astrological new year has happened. So what it feels like, relationship secrets, things that have been hidden till this point, are going to be illuminated with this full moon. And then with the new moon in mid-April, feels like, because it all involves Venus and Mars. So, well, this one heavily involves Mars, and then the next one heavily involves Venus. I mean, I'm certainly going to pull on Venus. Oh, I didn't put her down there. What was I thinking? Because she and Uranus are hanging out. That feels like surprises. So let's see. Ooh, and she's ingress into Taurus. I always find this to be like a for Venus and Mars, when they change signs on that day, man, if you have any investment, heavy energies in your chart with those, it really does affect things. A lot of marriage charts and important dates like that tend to have 0 degree, ingress into something, into Venus and Mars. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to tune in and go. All right. So this moon in Libra at 10 degrees. Now this is getting into the second decan of Libra, which is, but it's still kind of 1 foot in the first. This is like emotionally growing up a little bit in a relationship, it feels like, to me. And especially, yeah, I'm getting itchy. It's going to be a good one. And it brings the feeling into emotion. Whereas the sun in Aries, this is a classic push me, pull you of, am I more important than the relationship, or is the relationship more important to me? And it's, for the Libra rising, this is not some esoteric in your head conversation. No, this is you and the other. So the Aries and the Libras, look out. It's going to affect relationships for sure. Okay, and then the sun is conjunct Mercury in your house of relationships. This will be a conversation of some sort. And then we have Uranus at the very, 27th, almost 28th degree of Aries. So there's that in the mix. And then Venus is at 0 of Taurus in your 8th house of sacred sexuality, deep intimacy. I don't know, it feels volatile. And the last piece of it, and you'll even see it, I'm going to try to do that thing where I put it, you know, like I'm on the news over here, of what I'm looking at here. You can't miss it. It's like a grand T-square, so boom. I mean, it's right there, that big old triangle. So I'm looking at the 7-degree Mars up there. And for you guys, for the Libra risings, this is in your deepest emotional core. This is such a setup for a blowout, I'm telling you, and surprises. Conjunct Saturn. This is just screams conversations about me, you, and us. What I want to do versus what the relationship wants to do. And this would be from your partner in this scenario. It feels like. Doesn't have to be. Maybe it's you who, you know, because it's all related. When they're all squared up like this, it's like, what isn't going to play a role here? And then it's in positive flow, a trine to the North Node. So this is destined stuff being ushered in with the energy of the full moon. You know, these conversations, and it's just time. It's time. And this is definitely, it's an upsetting one. Be curious to see what other people say about it. I haven't even looked yet, actually. So that's how I see it, though. It's always good to get other opinions, you know? Sometimes you can miss things. I mean, this one's pretty clear. With that North Node in the 11th house of hopes, wishes, and dreams. Go ahead and take both of those. Might as well do one for the South Node. It's in positive flow with South Node too, but not nearly as powerful. In Aquarius, only because it's in your dating house. Okay, let's see what it says. I feel like it's a soap opera. When we last left the Libra rising, love was up in the air. There were surprises. If I remember right, we left off with you guys in that push me, pull you situation where you were teaching each other a lot of things, and whether you were married or not, coupled or not coupled. You know, if you're not coupled, then, well, and you weren't even coupled with that person. So, but you had a showdown of some sort where they were like, it's all I got, and you were like, all right. And they got upset. That's what I remember. So we'll see where it's at right now. For Sun, what's being illuminated in this full moon in your relationship house? Interesting. It's the 7 of Pentacles, and you got it reversed. In this deck, it feels like you know, it's a hard one because it does feel like delay. They're just kind of hanging around, and when you look at the, I don't know why it's so freaking bright. There we go. It has an energy of like, with that link, you know, they're linked and they're procrastinating of some sort, but you got it in the reverse. So something is, time's up on something. Or link isn't there anymore. Opposite the moon in Libra. Oh, got the Emperor. Somebody means business, right? Interesting. So what we have with the other is it's either time for you to take the reins and be the boss and emotionally grow up, or I don't know how that would make you stand at attention as the emperor, but we'll see. Or what's being illuminated onto the moon, what's hidden and being brought to light, or having a completion to, is having to be the one in control all the time, or too controlling. All right, and so with Mercury, we have the Four of Swords. Now, this is definitely a controlling card for me in this deck. Yeah, it just is. Just trying to, pry our mouth open and who knows what. So there's a conversation coming at you from someone about control in a relationship. Either you being too controlling or not having control, and it feels like it's just timely to have this conversation. So that's what's up. Now, this is squaring in difficult aspect. Down here with Mars in your deepest emotional core, we have the Empress reversed. Now, Empress reversed for me in this scenario a lot of times is the other woman or the other person, the third and the third party situation. So it feels like this person is telling you somehow how it's going to be. This is your deepest emotional core. Well, it could just simply be that you're not happy. Like, no. No. And you could just be very angry with them. Now, Saturn is a restrictive, energy. And it's squaring both of these things. So if the Emperor is upright and you get the Empress down here in reverse, maybe you are the Emperor and in control. After a period of time of being controlled, this feels like, I remember saying it in your video of like, get back here, Missy or Mister. And I feel like this is you going, you get back here. We're going to do it my way this time. Not having shenanigans, and the days of you telling me how things are going to be are OVER, no. And not sure why you think it's okay to propose that to me, because that's really what it says to me. Okay, no more waiting around. I don't know why you guys were waiting around or whatever. No more procrastinating. We're going to have this discussion. And once again, very much like that other card. I think it's the Knave of Swords. Or it's one of them where he's trying to get her to drink the Kool-Aid. Same idea. Same idea. So yet again, this person coming back and going, yeah, here's what you're going to do. You're like, not so fast. So what is the restriction? What is the, good for you guys. I'm sorry, I can't make it not So unless I get all hopped up on cough medicine, then I can't read. I see what's going on here now. So the hard part is you desire this person very much, but you are not yielding. And I think you're going to use your sexy, or promise of sexy, or sexy time as, I don't want to say collateral, but it feels like there's a very big part of you that is very aware of how much this person desires you, and you desire them just as much. But you're not. They're like, no, that's the way it's got to be, and you're like, all right, well, you know where to find me. Should that change? Good for you. I like it. Wow. It's just funny. Okay, and in positive flow down here, well, let's do the north node up here. Where are you to go towards? Oh, for fuck's sake, for real? All right. Well, I will hand it to you guys. Your person consistently shows up as the same person. King of Pentacles. Somebody you've been missing very much. So maybe there's been some time apart, or time, obviously, where there's been a break of some sort, and it's telling you, well, you know, it's destiny. It's karma. We'll definitely find out why. At least he's showing up as a king, not like a page. And you know what? If I made a playlist, and it feels like it should run much longer than it does. I really like that music in the background. But if I remember right, you were teaching them how to mature, and they were teaching you how to open up, and you were supposed to engage, roll around in it until it either A, doesn't have an effect on you anymore and you can let it go from sheer disgust and overload from it, or things turn around and you open up. Feels like you're mid process with that. It does say to go towards them again. What it says not to go towards, okay. 6 of Wands reversed. You don't make sure to distinguish when it is you're engaging because you want attention, as opposed to, I miss this person very much. I mean, this is 6 of Pentacles. No, 6 of Cups. That's soulmate business there. So, you know, if you're going to behave like this, you're kind of diminishing. It's a waste of time. You don't need. It's time to get to the meat of the matter, because they're obviously still in an immature place. Let's see what Venus has to say over here in Taurus. Oh, hi. Somebody rushing in. 9 of Swords. This is the same for me. It's just people coming together, a sudden person just blowing into your life. And That's it, you know, in your 8th house, which is where, oh, no, sorry. Sorry. This is Uranus in Aries. So yeah, they blow in all of a sudden and are like, oh God. It's like never ending. It's always the same. Hopefully it will be different this time at some point. So he blows in. That's the sudden unexpected part in Uranus. Blows in. Hi, here I am. Guess what you're gonna do? I'm back wherever I've been. You're welcome. You're welcome. And here's what you're gonna do. You're down here going, yeah, missed you, but didn't miss that part. And it feels like coercion. Yeah, but baby, our chemistry is just off the charts. And you're like, and I am sure that I will find another who will match it. And when you're ready to be my emperor, you know, maybe I'll reconsider. That's what it feels like. And I love it. Let's see. Venus in Taurus. We have 8 of Wands reversed. Yeah, it feels like that's exactly what was going on. You had a period of time of not communicating, and/or the person does not like what you have to say. I think it's all true. I'm just going to go, why is the Emperor here? Is that Libra, or is that the partner? Or just more insight onto the Emperor. And then I don't think we need to pull on the Devil. That's pretty self-explanatory. Empress reverse represented by Mars. Why is she upside down? Is she unhappy or just not fully embodying? I think you're mad. That's what I think. I'm going to go ahead and pull on the Sun on that 7 of Pentacles reversed. Definitely the Mercury with the 4 of Swords. There's the Mercury with 4 of Swords there. And then, I don't think I need anything on that. And then for Venus in Taurus, why is the 8 of Wands reversed there? 8 of Wands reversed, Venus in Taurus. And one more on that North Node with the King of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups. I kind of want to know why they're blowing back in. Like, why? Okay. For the Sun, 10 of Swords. Because they're hurt. They feel hurt or betrayed or something. So maybe you guys got in a fight. Maybe you were the one that quit talking to them. The Moon with the Emperor. 4 of Pentacles reversed. Somebody unclutched. I still think it's you. And then 4 of Swords, we have 5 of Pentacles reversed and the, and the Ace of Wands. You know what that says? I'm here. I didn't leave you. I didn't. I'm here. Of course, I have nothing real and permanent for you, but I'm here. You're welcome. Why is he back? Trouble at home. Trouble at home. 10 of Pentacles reversed and 6 of Swords reversed. That feels like the pattern. If you are with somebody, you know, or have this thing going on here of this person who either you're divorced from, or it's an ex-partner, or somebody you're dating, somebody that you never dated, or that you are definitely the third. I mean, I suppose this can be vice versa. Maybe you're the one. In fact, I got a couple where it was. And if it was you, then it's you. And those are your motivations. Be real careful about that. This is small energy. It tells me you guys have big energy potential. And what I'm looking at here is a very immature person on one end who inspires a lot of emotion. There's a lot of chemistry here for sure. 100%. They have financial and family obligations. It's just what it keeps saying. I don't know if they're married, do they have a kid, do they work a lot, whatever, you know. I don't have any secret cards here, but they got more important things than you, is what it says. And yet, they're always here. And so what? Mars with this Empress reversed. We have 9 of Wands. Good for you. This is like fierce. You're like, because he's all, oh, yeah, one more time. I'm here. I'm here. I didn't leave you forever. You're welcome. It hurts my feelings that we're not talking. Come to me. You're like, yeah, no, I don't think so. I think I've heard this 600 times, and I'm not interested. Aren't you going to fight for us? No, I'm not. No. I already know what I want, and it's not this bullshit, okay? Yes, we have chemistry. Yes, I miss you. And what? We're going to hook up and then you're going to go away, or I'm going to go away and get mad at you? Like, this is a boring story. Yeah, there he is again. Knight of Pentacles. See, this person's like a drain. They want to talk to you. They don't like this tension that's going on between you two. They don't like it. They don't like it. But what that 3 of Pentacles reverse tells me is, now, I'm not going to work on anything. I'm not going to do anything tangible. Don't get too excited. And you're like, yeah, don't worry, I won't. I won't get excited. No, I won't. All right, what is this North Node? Why do we got to keep going towards this loser? Page of Cups reversed. Well, that's not helpful, is it? One more. Page of Cups reversed. Because this is saying they're a soulmate. There he is again. It's telling me that this cycle of we're talking, we're not talking, I'm offering something, I'm not offering something, all this back and forth, round and round is going to stop. And they're going to blow on in, which it has said about 4 times now, with something new. That is very specific to people who have somebody in mind. The energy is the same. I mean, I don't see that this is your marriage partner, but it could be. Maybe you're married to this person and you're estranged. it's the same. If it's a long ago person, you definitely know this person. So, this can be all the way from you're just exchanging messages on like Facebook or online, and they're trying to entice you and have been enticing you to, be with them, rendezvous with them. And it doesn't mean that you had to have gone 100% in and had a full-blown affair with somebody who's taken, but they're obligated to something. So like I said, they're either really far away and work a ton, or have a family, or some sort of obligation that keeps them from you. Because I see that they want to be with you. They do. But they feel like they can't. And it hurts them as well. And why? I'm going to pull one more. I want to know why the Ten of Swords. Why? I mean, it's like betrayal. Well, I feel it very strong. I think this is vice versa. It's both of you. It hurts you both. You both are each other's deepest wish and desire, but whatever this obligation is, depending on your situation, you can't be together. And so they only give little bits and little bits, and you aren't having it. You're just not having it. Why the Emperor and the Four of Pentacles? Oh. Somehow you're going through a process where you understand you're not in denial anymore about this situation for whatever reason. It's like you're hopeful for it. I mean, but you no longer, yeah. You're not going to put in any more extra effort. Like, it implies that you've given a lot, and it's a burden. This going back and forth is a burden for you and for them. God, this is like torture. Interesting. So that's where it's at for the full moon, which is completion. So that makes sense. So you're going to have a conversation of some sort between the full moon or a little bit before until the new moon. Because different energies come in with the new moon. And to, just wrap it up, you've got the full, the moon in Libra, sun in Aquarius. So the action is coming from the person to you, saying, here's what you're going to do. You're basically going to accommodate me and my limitations. And you're like, oh, really? How are you going to accommodate me besides just showing up? And they're like, but I'm here. And you're like, yeah, it's just not good enough anymore. And you're mildly angry. I don't feel that you're furious. And yet we have this star-crossed lovers draw to each other. Seriously, that's what it feels like here. You want to be together. You both want to be together, but they're not willing to do anything about this obligation. So if they're really far away, they're not going to move for you. If it's a job that keeps them away from you, they're not going to do anything about that. That isn't going to get controlled or micromanaged or whatever. And it feels like this person comes around when things are not going well in this obligation, like you are their comfort, their happy place. And it's no longer happy for you. It's leaving you wanting. It's leaving you lacking. It's like you recognize what's going on here, but you are emotionally strong enough now. If it means you go without, then you go without. It's the way it is. You're doing you. You're pursuing your life, and you're not going to allow this situation to continue in the same way. You're just not going to do it. So good. So it looks like all of those things are happening. You know, they were helping you emotionally open up, and I don't feel you here saying anything like never talk to me again or whatever. Like you're real clear about your boundaries. Like, look, I'm no longer clutching onto this, you know, and hoping something is going to come out of this. You've made it very clear to me that that's not happening. How you came to that conclusion, I'm assuming by history. And they're trying to sweet talk you in ways that used to work all the time, and it's no longer working. And I feel like you even throw in there, like, yes, I do. Wherever you're at. If it's somebody from the past and they're texting you or emailing you and trying to have a rendezvous and have been, this is you saying, I'm not. You're obligated. I'm not doing that. You're just not going to do it. I think for the majority of you, you're engaged in some variation of this story. Either somebody you dated, are dating, were married to, are married to, and are separated. It's like not an estrangement, but it feels established. You're over here, they're over here. And you come together, and then they go back, and you're not satisfied with it. They appear to be very satisfied with this arrangement, and you no longer are. I don't know that they're satisfied so much as, you know, it's obviously, there's real feeling here. I want to, you know, make it like it's not, or make light of it, you know. I'm sure that sucks really bad to be in a relationship, be beholden to something when you want nothing more than something else. You know, what is the answer? I don't know. For them, you sure know what the answer is for you, and that is not participating in these shenanigans anymore. Excuse me. I really am getting better. Like I said, I ruptured my eardrum. So that's why I've been laid up for so long. All right, now fast forward to the new moon in April. So that would be like the beginning of the month, and then this would be mid-month to end of the month, probably following into May. So I'm going to reshuffle. I'm going to use the same decks. Show me Libra rising for this new moon in April of 2018. And what we have is a sun and moon conjunction in Aries. So now, I would imagine it's going to tell us that you're having a conversation. This is your house of committed partnership. So is this the final conversation? I don't know. I think you're going to be surprised because conjunct this new moon, this was a doozy. It's like, what? What's going to happen? And if you notice, and hopefully, I need to look at the timestamp. So at 39, probably 38 and a half. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to forget. Sorry, you're my guinea pigs. So I'll put the second chart up when I splice it all together. Okay, so even, I mean, an untrained eye can see those blue lines are positive flow. And I'm not going to pull on every single one, but that opposition between Venus and Jupiter, that's still positive, even though it's an opposition. Not all oppositions are negative. They can be, just depends. Jupiter and Venus like each other. This is simpatico. Now, this is going to bring up conversations having to do with Venus in there in that 8th, in deep intimacy, and Jupiter in your 2nd house of what you value, what is it worth it in a love reading for me? Is this intensity that you're feeling for this person, is it worth it? And only you can answer that, right? That is what I have a feeling that conversation is going to be all about. So let's just do a quick shuffle on the clarifiers. And then definitely going to be, and then Venus and Mars in this round are in positive flow to each other. So you see what I mean? It's like, oh, I guess y'all are making up. And he's no longer up on Saturn with tension. That Pluto-Mars is a little too wide for better at this particular chart, but I'm going to go ahead and pull on Pluto as well. And then anything else? So we'll see how that is going to play out. See if the story continues. It always freaks me out when I do these serial readings in time and you get the same cards, you get the same people. It's just crazy. Crazy. I like it. All right, so we got, excuse me. And what sucks about a ruptured eardrum is every time you blow your nose or cough or add to that pressure at all, I can feel it flapping in there. It's disgusting. Disgusting. All right, and then now we got Mars and Pluto down here. Sun and Moon. And Uranus. That's awesome. Interesting. I think there's going to be interesting developments in this one. We'll see. And then Jupiter down here. And Venus. Nah. Sextiles aren't strong enough for me in general. Yeah, I think that's all I want to do. Okay. So let's see in this particular chart with the Sun in Aries. Sun at 26 of Aries. Ooh, that's in the, those are touching on galactic center points. Almost, maybe a little too wide. Okay. Sun in Aries, what is being illuminated? There it was. Now, in the relationship zone in mid-April, and then the moon. It's a meeting of the yin and the yang. Brand new start. Excuse me. Let's do the moon. And then let's see, what do we have for Uranus and Venus in Taurus? She's now firmly in that house of intimacy. I mean, this is intimacy. You can be with someone 20 years and not have real intimacy with them. It's going deep. It's deep diving. I like it. But a lot of people are afraid of it. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, most of us are. So I think that's kind of what's happening here, is that you have real intimacy with this person, but they're not available for whatever reason, which is maddening. Too many, I'm not feeling that. Jupiter in Scorpio. Now he's in retrograde, which makes everything stronger. This is very okay, I keep getting, I'm gonna take them. Very desirous, making bigger your deepest desires, even though it's in your second house. But also, how much do you desire this? How much give and take are you willing to do? I don't know. Oh, forgot one. 2. Mars in your deepest emotional core, having very nice configuration. Deepest emotional core with your deepest intimacy and positive flow. You know what that spells? Rendezvous. Let's see if I'm right. Pluto. Okay. All right. So for mid-month and new moon, oh, for fuck's sake. I don't know how y'all segue from 7 of Pentacles reversed, which is not powerful energy at all. It's a procrastination card, or laying groundwork, laying the seeds, but it was reversed. Of in the prior reading of and it's all the same kind of idea, you know. Are you linked? Are you it's harvesting what's been happening in the prior reading, coming home to roost, kind of like the 3 of Wands, same vibe for me in that card. How you go from, hi, I'm here, I got nothing for you, but I'm here, you're welcome, and you're like, yeah, no, to 2 weeks later, you've got new love, new relationship that is intensely satisfying. Well, gosh, I guess I don't care. Good for you guys. Yay. The moon. Yeah, there he is. For a lot of you, it's a Virgo. This is an actual person for me, 9 times out of 10. And so it is here. So you've traded. This feels like your power stance from the prior reading, because now they're represented by feeling in the moon, but it is in your house of partnership, right? So it's them. Comes to a very feeling squishy place with you. How? I don't know. Represented by Uranus over here, we have death and the 10 of Wands reversed. So they've laid down some sort of burden. It's done. Something's come to an end for them. And something new is beginning. This implies, but it does not say it, and we will clarify, it implies that they find a way to remove whatever obstacles, because they always feel like they're obstacles, not yours. Your ruler in Taurus, what do we have? The world reversed. So you're definitely not done with them. Something not coming to a close. Or this turns your world upside down. Let's look over here in Jupiter. We'll give us more information. 6 of Cups revert. Crazy. I think your world's turned upside down and you're not done with this person. So you got 6 of Cups reversed, 8 of Wands, Three of Wands and High Priestess reversed. I don't feel like you're not listening to your intuition. I feel like you're very surprised by what it is they have to say to over here, and you're not. There's a lot of discussion. It feels very much like a rendezvous. Eight of Wands, is action, and you're not missing him anymore with this one. But something's off for you, and I think it's just surprise is the sense I'm getting there. That's really nice energy right there. Very, very nice. Very passionate, just very passionate. This feels like somebody you're never going to get rid of. Now Mars, this is our sexual planet and our drive in love readings. Somebody got jealous. I don't think it's you. Like, I don't know if it's the thought of you being with someone else that's got them all Twitter-pated or what? Frustrated. Pluto. Where did I go? Oh, because they're conjunct. I can't make this shit up. Look at you. You're like, That's what I thought. Hi. I think that frustration is your stance being very firm in it frustrates the hell out of him and forces some action. Why is Ace of Cups here? How did that come to be? The Hermit. Why the change of heart? I mean, that's as mature as you can get. This is the major arcana card of that person. And they don't have to be a Virgo, but it's the same kind of earth energy. Quiet, thoughtful. Thoughtful meaning they'll ruminate, they think about things, they move slow, that sort of thing. And then Uranus, what the heck is over? Something's over, and a burden's been laid down. What's been laid down? World reversed with Venus in Taurus. She likes it over there. And Jupiter, just one more. Why not? Always going to have more information. Wasn't feeling it. Jupiter and Scorpio. Jupiter and Scorpio. This Jupiter would be all you. Why is Mars so frustrated? Is it you or him? I definitely think it's them. But more information. Why are you all puffed up with Pluto? You're all transformed and shit. I like it. For this new beginning. Oh, yeah. For his terrible behavior, as I repeatedly see in this scenario, you just want to wring their neck. But it doesn't feel sinister. I think there's a real obligation somewhere. It's a real thing. And they I don't know if it's because you made concessions before, We're like, okay, you got obligations, we'll work around it. Or I don't know if they got comfortable with that, or you were afraid to lose them, and so you acquiesced, or I don't know. But it's all this, I'm talking to you, I'm not talking to you. You're here, you're not here. I'll give you this, but only a little bit. And then I go away and disappoint you. And then, and meanwhile, you're doing, because your last reading was amazing. You're like doing you. You're just, okay, fine. I'm going to go do me and my life. And you consistently show up as the Empress for the third time now here, like in control of your shit. And my point is this, is like, it's like small time energy, small time energy, small time energy. Let's hook up, let's go visit, let's do this, or maybe I'm here, maybe I'm not. And yet, at least once when I read this situation for you guys, it tells me repeatedly, this is the deepest, most connected love story of all time. Contrary to everything it's been saying, your bond is real and it's very strong. It's more than just sex or attraction. I mean, this is a real bond. This can also imply too, I don't think so, based on past cards. This can be too, we're going to be together, but we're not going to tell anybody. I didn't get that out of the gate. I got like spiritual loathe. All right, so, okay. Well, what can you do? So they're coming back around because they are not loving their life at all. Those obligations, and I've seen this repeatedly as well. You bring the passion and the fire in this relationship. Ain't that a bitch? Like, you bring all the good stuff, and then they're the ones that are restricting you. Like, okay, that seems like crap, but whatever. Oh, there he is again. For death and 10 of Wands reverse, so it's like laying down a burden and something's over, and I wanted clarification with that. Well, that's not you. So if they were in a relationship, they've decided to part ways. And I think that's what shocks the crap out of you. And now you got to make a decision. That's exactly what happened. So for this world reversed, I think you really invested in this person emotionally and passionately. I don't see any commitments. I'm going to reserve judgment, but you have to make a decision on whether or not you're going to go again. I will be clarifying, like, if they, in fact, don't have that obligation anymore. Jupiter. Oh, shit. Yeah. You're very, very happy. And they're very happy. This is fucking happy and passionate. This is a passionate situation here. Mars with this. Why is he all? Because you're not playing by the rules anymore. And he ain't getting any. That's why he's upset. And you over here, isn't that? So for the Empress with the Pluto, this is like a transformation. You've transformed into the Empress. How did that go? How did you get there? Because he's showing up as the Hermit repeatedly. By not getting what you wanted, by not getting this. made you mature in your own way, handle those deepest emotions in a mature way, which is what I see. And you're like, nope. Because I don't think there was some giant blowout. I think they are upset and disappointed in the last one. You have been doing your work, is what it feels like, and they got to catch up, and it looks like they do. So what's so bad about their home life? And we got the Palace of... I'm going to pull two more on this death of this Hermit and Queen of Pentacles, and one more on this Palace of Wands reverse. That just is being I mean, just being bored as fuck with your life. Just having zero passion for it, which is a terrible thing. I mean, it's drudgery. It's like a job. And I want to know if that Hermit and Queen of Pentacles, are they getting divorced? Are they separating? Is this no longer a thing? Is it over? Is it over? Okay. And then I'm going to do the same with the other deck. Why is the Palace of Wands here reversed? What is so terrible in their home life? And are they leaving it? And are they still in that relationship? Is that relationship over between the Hermit and the Lady Coin person? All right. For the Moon, why is the Palace of Wands there? So we got the Two of... So what I asked it was, why is he here initially? And it says, because their home life is just, you know, dead in the water. And I basically said, why is it dead in the water? Because all that they're thinking about is you and wanting to talk to you. All the ways that you connect and how he's not with you. And then on the next one, with Death, Ten of Wands reversed, Queen. So it's like laying down the burden, and the burden is the Hermit, and the Queen of Coins was the clarifier on that. And it's, you know, death. It's dead. Yeah. They're going to come and tell you all about it and make you an offer. We have the Knave of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Sun. So, wow. Okay. You guys are going to have to let me know. That's a bold statement. I don't think it's been that strong before. I mean, I consistently see the back and forth, but this feels like for keeps, or at least on the road there, is what that new moon is going to bring. So keep me posted. I don't know, you're real happy, so I'm happy to see that. I am. I'm going to pull one more. Are you excited about having them? it's Knight of Pentacles reversed. You're not going to cannonball in there, but you're really happy. I think you're going to give a reserved response and see. This is like, you know, show me. I want to hear it. I want to see it. Good. It's like being firm. These are firm and fair boundaries. So I'm really happy to see that. So good luck, Libra. Definitely let me know. And let me know what you thought about my rambling, how long is this? Hour-long love reading. Yeah. And if other people watch this video and get mad that theirs isn't as long, please know that I have been in bed for like a week and up very sporadically, and there you go.